How could you do this?
My girlfriend joked, "My work husband buys me lunch every day? You need to." She laughed when she said it. That kind of light, effortless laugh that sounds harmless until it isn't. We were sitting across from each other at the small cafe we always went to after work. She stirred her coffee, phone screen glowing beside her wrist. A message came in. She smiled, didn't even hide it. "My work husband," she said, glancing up at me, "he buys me lunch every day now. You need to step it up." The words hit like ice water. I didn't move, didn't speak, just watched her. She laughed again, softer this time, like she could sense something shift, but she thought it was nothing, just a joke, except I wasn't laughing. That night I couldn't shake it. The tone, the casualness, the way she smiled when she mentioned him. There was something behind that laugh, something rehearsed, practiced. I went to bed beside her, listening to her shallow breathing. And for the first time in 2 years, I felt like a stranger was lying next to me. The next morning she left early for work. No kiss, no I love you, just perfume lingering in the air, the faint echo of heels against the floor. I sat at the table long after she was gone. Her mug still had lipstick on it. I stared at it the way someone might stare at a clue, something small but capable of unraveling everything. I told myself not to overthink, but my instincts whispered otherwise. That night she came home late. "Office meeting ran long," she said. Her voice too smooth, too rehearsed. I nodded, smiled even. I'd learned long ago that anger clouds judgment, and I needed clarity. So I started watching, quietly. I memorized her routines, the days she stayed late, the new outfits she wore, and the new phone password, one I pretended not to notice. The next time she showered, I checked her bag. A receipt from a restaurant, a place we'd never been together. 2 meals, a bottle of wine. Tuesday, 8:37 p.m. The same night her meeting ran late. I didn't confront her, not yet. That would have been too easy for her. Instead, I waited. I started arriving outside her office sometimes, unannounced, watching from across the street. Once I saw her step out laughing with a man. Tall, sharp suit, expensive smile. He touched her arm when she spoke. She didn't pull away. She kissed my cheek that night when she came home, told me she missed me. I smiled and saved the moment in my mind, every detail for later. By week 3, I had names, patterns, lunch spots. She told me about her work husband again, another joke. But this time I noticed the way she said it, how her tone softened like a confession disguised as humor. So I made my move. I called her office one afternoon, pretending to be from HR. A harmless pretext, but enough to confirm what I already suspected. He wasn't just a coworker. He was her manager. Divorced. Recently. Perfect. That night she smiled over dinner, completely unaware that I had already started the quiet dismantling of her little fantasy. A week later, I requested a casual meeting with him at the restaurant where their work lunches took place. He didn't recognize me, of course, not at first. We shook hands, exchanged pleasantries. Then I showed him a picture, a photo of his hand resting on her thigh, taken from a distance. Silence. His smile faltered. "I'm just here to make sure we understand each other," I said. My tone calm, almost polite. No drama, no confrontation. "You keep seeing her, but remember something." He leaned back. "What?" I looked at him, smiled faintly. "That I'm watching." I left him there, pale, trembling, pretending to finish his drink. That night she came home acting strange, quiet, nervous. She asked if I'd been by her office. I said no. Her eyes searched mine like a child trying to read a lie. And in that moment, I realized she finally felt it, the fear, the awareness that her control was slipping. 2 days later, she told me she needed some time to think, said she wasn't sure about us anymore. I told her I understood, told her to pack. She blinked, confused. What? I stood up, slow and calm. You said you needed time, right? Then start now. The door's right there. Her face changed, from guilt to panic. She started crying, reaching for me, saying it wasn't what I thought. But I didn't yell, didn't break. I just handed her the printed photos. Her and him walking out of that restaurant, her head on his shoulder. Her voice cracked. "You followed me?" I looked at her, really looked. The woman I once loved, now just a ghost wrapped in excuses. "I listened," I said quietly. "You just talked too much." She tried to speak, but I turned away, letting the silence bury her words. Sometimes silence does what shouting never could. She left that night. The apartment felt bigger without her, quieter, but not empty. For weeks I expected regret to find me. It never did. Instead, there was peace. Cold, heavy, final. I heard later she left that job. Rumors said things got complicated. Maybe he ended it. Maybe she did. Didn't matter. I sat one night at that same cafe, the one where it all began, ordered her favorite coffee, watched it go cold. And as the rain hit the window, I realized something. Sometimes revenge isn't about hurting them. It's about showing them what silence feels like after you've stopped caring.